Hey, this is Sam here from kitchengadgetsclub.com and also the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant one for you, and it's the next part in our 3-part series where we separate a steam meal and we show you the different components that come together to make one. So last time we showed you the vegetable part of the meal using the rack, but what about the bottom? What about what you're putting in the bottom? So traditionally the bottom is for the carbs. So if you think about your carbs, we're talking the rice or the potatoes or the pasta, and you see lots of tutorials teaching you put them at the bottom, then you add your rack, and then in the rack you put your veg, and then you put your protein such as your chicken on top. Well, this part of it we wanted to show you the bottom and how they come together, because what's good is that most steam meals take 10 minutes at 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. So if you mess about with the different components, it's a good way to learn before you actually put a steam meal together, so that you can get the hang of it and think, I'm really getting this. So I'm going to show you this in 2 parts. I'm going to do the potatoes first, and then I've got some sushi rice. So sushi rice is brilliant if a katsu curry is your thing, and then that's part of it that you want to build up. I've just got loads of it spare from doing our new time and temp chart, and I just thought it would be a good idea to show you it. So I'm going to start with the baby potatoes. So grab a bag of miniature potatoes, baby, whatever you want to call them. If any of them are overly big, slice them in half. If not, just keep them whole. Just because I'm demonstrating here, I haven't washed them, but you can wash them, of course. It's totally a personal choice. And then for the liquid, it's 1.5 cups of liquid, so water or stock. And that equates to, let me think, 360 ml. So you want to pour that in. And as you can see, it doesn't generate as much water compared to some of the other recipes you do, and that's because you're making a steam meal, so it doesn't need as much. And then you can season it a bit if you want to. So in goes some fresh parsley, bit of pepper, a bit of salt, and then we can get it on. So let's pop your lid down. So pop it on, and you're looking for steam meals, and for when you're creating a steam meal together, we found that the ideal temperature is 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and for this steam meal, 10 minutes, and then press start. It will then start preheating before it starts its countdown. When you first got a multi-cooker, it's so hard understanding the times and temps and getting the food spot on and cooked perfectly. That's why we've made for you the multi-cooker cooking guide. It features all the main functions of the multi-cooker, from dehydrate to grill to steam roast to steam air fry, pressure cooking, and of course simple everyday air frying. It's perfect for lots of different types of multi-cookers, from Instant Pot users to Ninja Foodi users, Ninja Speedy, air fryer. Even if you've got a flex straw, it's just perfect for so many of them. You'll find the link below in the description, and you can pre-order it now. And now let's get back to the video. And we've beeped. So shall we check on these potatoes, and I can show you how amazing they look. And remember, this is just doing the potatoes at the bottom, so if you made this into a steam meal, this is how your potatoes would look. So pop it open, and yes, you will get a fair bit of steam to begin with, and that is because you're using the steam meals feature, but it soon goes. I mean, oh, look at those beauties, don't they look lovely? Fork tender baby potatoes using the steam option. I just love potatoes like this, they're just so nice, and they get a bit of a crisp to them as well. And just have a look round at them, and they look fabulous. So this is just one part of it, and then what you can do is you can transfer them to a bowl with some butter, and then the butter will melt into them. So grab yourself your favourite spoon for getting them out with. And let me show you them. Oh, they just don't do themselves justice just sat in there. And that stock from those potatoes with the parsley and whatnot are lovely as well. And look at the lovely level of crisp you get on them too. So I've made it steamy again in here, so look at those, that they look fabulous. And then grab yourself a few little chunks of butter, and then you can add a little bit more salt, some parsley, and it's just like how they do it at the restaurant, isn't it? And you just move them around a bit, you can get that butter everywhere. Oh, butter. Give it a minute and it just melts to yumminess. And look at the colours on those potatoes, they look fantastic. And wow, look at those for potatoes. So then you're probably wondering, if I'm doing just potatoes, should I just put it on steam meals? You can do, of course. You can also steam them if you'd rather steam them. The steam cooking time is 20 minutes, but you won't get any crisp on them. Or you can do it like this. Or if you just wanted to oil them, you can air fry them on 20 minutes as well. So, you know, it's a nice mixture of options there for you. But I just wanted to show you how to build your first steam meal. So now we've done the potatoes, we're going to wait for the cooking pot to cool down, because otherwise it won't preheat, and then we can get the rice on. So next on the agenda is to show you how to do the rice at the bottom. So we're going to use sushi rice because I love a katsu curry, and it's just a brilliant way for starting off you in the journey of understanding how to put these steam meals together. So Dom has kindly rinsed me some sushi rice whilst I've been getting ready, and it's now ready to go in. So that's 1 cup of sushi rice to 1.5 cups of water, or you can swap this for veggie stock. And then get your hand in, make sure there's no bits that are hanging out, because they'll end up crusty and they won't cook properly. And then lid down. And did you hear that? That was the bee. So, shall we check on this rice? Are you ready for this? Oh wow, look at that. Sushi rice. Can you believe it? It's that easy and that quick. So I'm just going to get my rice fluffer and we'll check on it. So if you give it a fluff round, you have sushi rice. And the thing about sushi rice is when you cook it, it's rid of all the liquid, and then you have perfect rice. And as you can see at the bottom, you don't really have to scrape it much. I find it easier to do sushi rice than I do to say do basmati. Let me show you a closer up of it. Oh, look at that for rice. Doesn't that look fantastic? Oh, look at that. Perfect sushi rice. And that's just showing you the second component of the way you can do different types of carbs, from baby potatoes to rice and pasta and such like. It's just really easy to cook it in the bottom like this. And next, for the next day, I'm going to be showing you how to cook your protein. So that's your top level, or you can use the medium level, because sometimes you might just be doing salmon and rice rather than doing a 3-tiered system. So we'll be back tomorrow with the next one. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook, and on Pinterest, TikTok, we're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at kitchengadgetsclub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.